Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Do1B Universe. This is gonna be Death Battle. Yes, okay. I know I haven't wrecked Death Battle in a bit, and I know, and you know, time constraints and whatnot. And excuses. This is Naruto versus Ichigo. As soon as I heard about this battle being one of the next battles, I know I just had to do something about it. Sorry for skipping the other ones, but this one takes priority, alright? So, for a quick synopsis, so I can just get straight into the battle, I'm a huge Naruto fan and a huge Bleach fan. So, whoever wins this battle will not get like a rage-inducing, hormone-driven, I can't believe this person lost thing, because I like both series. So, that's a good thing for that. Unless they do something wrong. Then I might get a little ticked, but hey, it's very hard to make me mad when it comes to these sort of like fictional things, but since it's Naruto and Ichigo, obviously something might happen. So if you want like a quick who I think will win, Naruto. Why do I think why do I immediately think Naruto? I would just want to explain, but I just want to get into the death battle. And really, so if you just want like a quick 10 seconds, Naruto has a lot more power than Ichigo. I think many people who believe Ichigo can win against Naruto is either they're overestimating Ichigo's abilities, or they think Naruto is a lot weaker than they think. Either or, that's exactly how most people kind of view Ichigo and Naruto. I think what main thing Ichigo has over Naruto is speed. However, if you take into the account that Naruto dodged light against Madara in his final form, you could say I believe they're going to be using, then Naruto can see whatever Ichigo is going to throw at him, not to mention his Sage mode, Sage Art, whatever mode that he's in beyond like Sage mode at this point, can just detect things from a large radius. So if it was one thing that Toph versus Gaara it was supposed to show, that if you could see a move coming from a mile away, you more than likely can be able to dodge it and then counter it with your own abilities. So that's where I'm at, but it's not like I'm saying Ichigo has no chance of beating Naruto. In fact, if they use certain abilities that Ichigo has, I think he can get a one-up on Naruto, but it's very hard for me to believe that Ichigo has a bigger chance than people may believe to beat Naruto. So that's it. I'm gonna get started in it now, and just that's it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. All I do know is whoever wins this battle, oh, no one wins.
The big three. Any longtime reader of Shonen Jump will recognize these, some of the biggest titles in manga and anime history.
Alright, Naruto, Ichigo, and Luffy. Oh, this is definitely gonna be big.
Ninja prodigy of the Hidden Leaf.
And Ichigo Kurosaki, the enormously powerful Soul Reaper from Bleach. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
I talked about this battle a little bit in my latest live stream. And it looks like it's gonna be 2D animated, okay. And oh man, okay. This is probably the only time during analysis that I know pretty much everything we're gonna cover.
Naruto Uzumaki.
I'm home, everyone! Naruto Uzumaki has returned to the Hidden Leaf Village!
You know, it's been a while since I've seen the Naruto anime.
Ostracized by his peers, Naruto may have been mischievous, but he had great aspirations. His goal was to become the town's
enjoy this ramen.
Which is a fancy word for ninja governor.
Pretty much.
The only way Naruto could reach such a prestigious position was to excel in ninja school.
Like Ninja Harry Potter. Though he should really find a place
yeah.
to teach him not to dress like a clown and run like a real human being.
Hey, that has been scientifically proven to make you run faster.
Likely decreases wind resistance, which could be beneficial when moving at superhuman speeds where angular momentum is a smaller factor.
It's still
when you ran like that in middle school.
Hey, that was for research.
Yes, it still looks stupid.
Anyway,
and of course I'm joking about the scientific research thing, unless that is true.
But first, he'd have to learn how to control his chakra.
In Buddhism and Hinduism ideologies, chakras are, in simplistic terms, gates within the human body which can be opened to achieve enlightenment. But
Gates.
the ninja in Naruto's world had a slightly different interpretation.
In my opinion, it was better.
They weaponized it. Naruto can use chakra for all sorts of flesh.
First ninju, now it's weaponized. They're called ninjutsu.
Walk up walls or even stand on water like a ninja Jesus.
He's learned a number of chakra.
I don't know a single person hasn't made the ninja Jesus joke.
And even developed a few new ones of his own.
Like being unpredictable and using
his signature move
randomness to actually win.
Where he can copy and paste himself over and over and over again.
Unlike the standard clone technique, shadow clones are tangible with their own combat capabilities. By dividing his chakra between himself and his clones, it's nearly impossible to distinguish the real Naruto from the fakes.
Which is why most people usually beat the fakes before getting into the actual real one.
But when strategies can't
And
save
developing
the day,
complex
he
shadow
can
clones,
always
yeah.
just beat his opponents down with the Rasengan.
By spinning
I'm gonna guess some of your pronunciations are gonna be pretty cringy for people who really take that stuff seriously.
While the Rasengan usually takes years to learn, Naruto figured it out after training for just over a week.
He's invented more Rasengans than Willy Wonka's invented candies. But his top pick is the Rasen Shuriken. By combining the Rasengan with the element of wind, he uses it to turn the spinning ball into a spinning blade.
That just attacks you at the cellular level, no problem.
Wind so sharp, it'll mess you up at a cellular level.
Naruto has plenty of other techniques up his orange sleeves, including summoning, substitution, and
I want to see how Ichigo is gonna handle Kurama and or Gamabunta.
a naked woman.
I don't think. Okay,
He's been studying.
I want to see what they do with that because Ichigo has had some perverted tendencies.
While most individuals have chakra, everyone has a limit. The more physical and spiritual energy one possesses, the more chakra they'll have at their disposal.
Just like the gas tank from a chainsaw.
Okay.
Thanks to his heritage, Naruto already has a great deal of chakra. Even
Strong
still,
chakra
he
and
has
also
far
huge
more
chakra
than he
reserves. Yeah.
reasonably should, all thanks to the beast within.
And also because he's a Nunamaki.
In his stomach.
Let's backtrack a few years. On the day of Naruto's birth, his village was attacked by a chakra beast known as the Nine-Tailed Fox.
Odd way of saying it, but they are chakra
A mere
beasts.
swing of its tails could level a
They're just
mountain.
pure
In
chakra.
desperation, the Hokage at the time sacrificed himself to split the Nine Tails in two, sealing one half within his own son, Naruto.
Because
So
they're
his
ninja.
birthday gift to his son was a giant pet fox that can destroy cities?
Yeah, and mountains and various sorts of
Eventually,
things.
Naruto discovered how to communicate with the Nine Tails.
They didn't get along at first.
Oh.
Foxy would threaten to eat Naruto. Naruto would whack him over the head with a big frying, typical roommate drama. Until they eventually became friends, and Naruto learned the fox's name was Kurama.
Afterward, Kurama willingly shared his chakra with Naruto on a regular basis. And as a being composed of chakra, Kurama's reserves are gigantic.
Huge.
So much power
This dude still managed to make a gigantic Biju bomb after having almost all of his life forces zapped away from him.
Which sounds like something he'd learned from an old wise man or wizard, right? Nope. He learned
Frog!
from a frog.
This state increases all of Naruto's physical abilities. Furthermore, Sage Mode allows Naruto to perceive the entire area around him and tap into naturally occurring energy via Senjutsu.
Yep.
He can enhance his chakra attacks by adding natural energy, but if he's not careful,
I'm kind of excited for this one.
a frog. No, I'm not kidding.
With
I forget
Kurama's
whether or not he
chakra,
can,
Naruto
still,
enter multiple
like,
male beast
transfer
forms,
that chakra to
drastically
other
increases his
beings.
prowess and
Turn them into frogs so they're unable to
Which
control
is
it.
the Nine-Tails chakra mode. Flame on! It got even better
Basically.
when he befriended Mr. Fox, upgrading to the stronger, faster, tougher Kurama chakra mode.
Chakra Mode grants Naruto extra protection, a sense
Maybe,
for
yeah.
negative emotions,
Mhm.
and the ability to create additional chakra arms.
Whoa, that's a lot of hands.
Yeah, it's like taking the concept of his rage form and just making
Overwhelming
it 10
attacks,
times more
extra
better.
maneuverability,
Just better.
using Rasen Shurikens, the works.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not what I was.
mini Rasen Shuriken.
He can also shroud himself in a nine-tails-sized avatar and use Kurama's ultimate attack,
The
Tailed
Biju
Beast
bomb.
So destructive it can level a mountain range.
And for his final form, it's spoiler time.
Uh.
Pay attention, cause yeah. All this chakra stuff started with an alien named Kaguya.
Yeah.
Which basically created chakra. Later, she got all murder happy, so her son
Okay.
adopted her.
You know, I did not really
Her son's the same
watch
but
that
had his own son,
filler.
Ashura, and Naruto is a reincarnation of him. So
Descendant, yeah.
Naruto's kind of an alien.
Through this
Kind of.
connection, Naruto
He has an alien
develops
blood.
a divine form of energy, Six Paths Chakra. With it, he can enter Six
Whoa.
Paths Sage Mode.
Actually, reincarnation is way different than, being born from it.
Truth-seeking balls.
He just descended from aliens
Chakra that
of
can
sorts.
transform into weapons and destroy anything they touch.
He can combine all these forms and further add natural energy to his Kurama avatar to form Six Paths Ashura Kurama Sage Mode.
That's just like, that's both a mouthful and also extremely awesome.
Anyway, Naruto is also
I love Asura's, like, that god in and of itself is just awesome to me. Asura's wrath has already made me love that character.
12 years old.
He's dodged a lightning speed punch from the fourth Raikage, a feat considered comparable to his father, who could teleport.
He even dodged this light speed loogie.
There we go. They're counting it.
Book, this light fang attack does
They're actually including it.
Speed.
Nice. Nice. They're including it. I cannot see.
Have his soul ripped out. And smacked in the face with a beam that can slice the frickin' moon apart.
Though it was hollow, it's still an incredible feat, dang it. It's still awesome to see. And to tell you the truth, I still think it would have sliced the actual moon apart.
Once, lift a statue weighing several hundred tons, survived a fall from the clouds, gone toe-to-toe with invisible limbo shadows,
yes,
and pulverized 6 falling meteorites simultaneously.
Okay, that's the one thing I wanted to bring up. People who think he can't see Ichigo, well, at least now I think he can. Or at least sense him good enough so he's basically fighting him.
He could even make new eyeballs for blind people.
Because, you know.
In his final fight with rival and possibly closet boyfriend Sasuke, their opposing power was so great they obliterated miles upon miles of land, changing the weather and destroying a lake.
Only then, after defeating Sasuke, saving the world from Kaguya, and reuniting the split halves of Kurama, Naruto finally achieved his dream and became Hokage.
Yeah.
But he's still pretty dumb. I mean, he named his son Burrito.
Burrito.
Yeah,
hey,
close enough.
Burrito, salad.
Run away.
Just need more food.
Go back on my word. That's my ninja. My ninja way.
Oh man, Naruto, you're gonna have a fun fight here. You're gonna really have to convince me for Ichigo. Like, I've always been on the fence since I've heard about this.
God, the Grim Reaper of Souls.
And a 17-year-old ginger with a badass sword.
Strawberry.
Ichigo Kurosaki seems like a pretty normal kid growing up, doing well in school and learning martial arts from his father. Except there was one little oddity. He could see ghosts.
You can see dead people.
It's like the kid from The Sixth Sense.
I see dead people.
There you go.
One day, when he was 9 years old and walking home with his mother, young Ichigo noticed what he thought was a girl about to fall into a river.
They tried to be a hollow and then killed his mom. So what other stuff? He shows like a hodgepodge of different other
Except
things.
it wasn't really a girl at all. It was a hollow, a monster spawned from an abandoned
Like an anglerfish.
swamp,
Ooh.
and it promptly killed his mother.
Bummer.
I mean, that's not funny. That's tragic.
My poor mama boomstick. She always
'Cause God knows.
in the barn.
Shonen protagonists and protagonists in general in many anime just can't have a family.
Years later, when he met a woman named Rukia, who held the illustrious job title of Shinigami, or Soul Reaper.
And she did a whole bunch of stuff that's very questionable to this day when she fought one hollow.
Passed on to the afterlife. Otherwise, they'd turn into violent hollows.
And if you show up late to work and it doesn't work out, the Soul Reaper can always cut hollows down with their awesome swords, like samurai ghostbusters. Anyway, the two of them got into a bind, and Rukia had to share some of her power with
Still a
Ichigo.
weird bind. I still
Turns
kind of
out
question
he was a
it.
surprise Soul Reaper all along.
Yeah, Zanpakuto. Just release it.
Accessing his Shinigami power,
whatever.
Ichigo leaves his physical body for a new one made up of reishi, or spiritual matter, which makes him invisible to anyone in the living world, despite still being physically present.
And his new powers.
I think they're actually gonna like include
He
that
can move with
fact.
speed, cut through giant monsters with ease, survive being punched through whole city blocks, and even fly through the air.
It's more
Technically-
accurate to say he walks through the air.
There you
using
go.
Naturally occurring reishi as footholds.
But let's get to the.
We're just still basically like flying, only, you know, another explanation of it.
It's a Zanpakuto, a blade connected to its owner's soul. It may look like an oversized steak knife, but it's the Soul Reaper's best friend.
Every Shinigami possesses a Zanpakuto spirit within themselves, which manifests as their sword.
And his is Zangetsu.
Called Zangetsu. Well, both of them are.
Yeah, technically.
Crazy.
Ichigo
Prepare yourself.
has two different Zanpakuto spirits drawn from his weird and confusing heritage.
One being his actual one, the other one being some.
Ichigo's a Soul Reaper because his dad is too, but he's also part Quincy, which is a human with reishi powers, because that's what his mom was.
And he also has hollow abilities because.
He's also part hollow.
Yeah.
His mom was possessed by a hollow called White, and White got passed on to him when he was born. And he's also part Fullbringer, but
Because-
nobody cares about Fullbringer.
One of Ichigo's energies is a manifestation of his Quincy side inherited from his mother, while the other is a fusion of his Shinigami power and the Hollow. Unfortunately, Shinigami and Quincy go together like oil and water.
Yeah.
Trying to find a balance between these two sides, Ichigo learned plenty of neat techniques, like his bread and butter attack, the Getsuga Tensho.
Nice, nice. You said that correct. which is the Rasengan of his arsenal. The one move that he always uses, if not the only move he always uses.
Can launch a massive slashing attack.
Call it like it is, Wiz. It's a sword beam. And Ichigo can charge it up, fire from up close, or even blast 2 of them at once.
Ooh, 2.
Ichigo has used Vina, a temporary defense which grants inhuman durability. From his Shinigami training, he developed exceptional sword skills and learned Shunpo, or Flash Step,
Yeah.
which greatly enhances his speed.
But there's one really big deal we haven't talked about yet.
Bankai, his hollow mask, his Shikai.
And protecting his friends, Ichigo has attained many different superpowered forms.
However, you probably only get to use some, because some of them shouldn't be able to use anymore.
This form is strong enough to block an attack from the Sokyoku, said to have power equal to 1 million Zanpakuto.
Next step was Bankai. Normally it takes 10 years to reach this form,
But,
Ichigo did it in just 2 days, like a boss.
Yeah.
Using Bankai,
One got a technique, the other just got a state of being.
10 times greater. And according to the official data book, while in Bankai, Ichigo moves like lightning.
Like a
Why
lightning.
does his sword shrink?
Alright, so that's not very good for Ichigo.
Since he's stronger?
Technically, yes, but Ichigo can control its size to keep it more manageable. If Shinigami couldn't minimize their blades, some would have swords the size of skyscrapers.
Dang.
Awesome! Anyway, the Hollow inside wanted a piece of the action too, so Ichigo gained a new power boost with a spoopy Hollow mask. This form is strong enough to lift 5 iron pillars, each weighing nearly 100 tons.
So if he's not careful, the Hollow can take control of his body, sending him into a violent berserker state.
Bastolode form.
Bastolorde. Despite the lack of confidence,
Basically, Naruto's rage-induced form only, given more of an epic look, in my opinion.
who's powerful enough to nuke a city.
Quality training with his dad, Ichigo got a sort of second Bankai.
Sort of.
Most people call Dangai Ichigo. In this form, he shattered mountains without even trying. He broke through the Black Coffin attack, which distorts time and space, which sounds like a black hole. Right after that, he survived a shot so friggin' big, the explosion could be seen for miles.
By
Yeah.
comparing this crater to those left by real-life bomb tests, I'd estimate the attack to have a maximum explosive yield of 814 kilotons of TNT.
Well, that's a lot of big number.
Ichigo surviving 54 little boys to the face.
There we go.
No. I meant the bomb from 1945. Not the
Wow.
Oh, God.
Nice. Alright. Always choose your words carefully when you're around
All
Boomstick.
it did to Ichigo was burn his arm.
That's about it.
He didn't even care. This guy isn't the type to give up.
For his ultimate attack,
The
Dangai
final
Ichigo
the
literally
final
created
Getsuga is
Tensho itself.
it's
I know that's confusing, but just roll with it.
sure.
Summon the incredibly powerful Mugetsu.
Which busted up one of the biggest baddies in the whole series.
Except he didn't win,
Also sacrificed all of Ichigo's power.
which sucks. I mean, if he won with that, I'd be like, oh, cool, but he didn't.
Later, he managed to get them back with Fullbringer powers, which enhanced his physical abilities. But then he lost those two.
Yeah.
Noting that while in Fullbring Shikai, his normal sword swings were as strong as his old Getsuga Tensho.
Damn.
But he's still
It's kind of like
training with
Inuyasha
the
learning the
Reapers and
basically learning to.
Super Reiatsu
Darn it, I
with
can't
the
believe I forgot it.
Moment in the most epic quenching of all time.
Learning his special attack where he could just do it.
Disintegrated to form his new true Shikai,
Mm-hmm.
complete with not one but 2 Sengetsu swords.
One being small, but you know.
Shinigami, the Hollow, and the Quincy within, Ichigo had reached his full potential. He
Mm-hmm.
tamed his Vastolorde form, merging it with his Quincy side.
There we go.
In this form, he can combine his Getsuga Tensho with one of the strongest Hollow attacks, the Gran Rei Sero.
He also made a trip that normally takes a week in only 9 hours and 15 minutes.
No.
Last but not least, he achieved a brand
Like,
new
tell me how fast that
level
is.
of Bankai.
Which was immediately crushed by some old dude who planned to destroy the universe named
Hey, Yuha.
Ewok.
I just love how he's like, yo, new sword.
God, Yahweh,
Bink.
and the katakana ends with a sharp.
You can do that in the beginning of the series, but why the end?
Yowak?
Yuha.
What you gonna do? Well, we can assume this Bankai worked similar to his old ones, increasing its physical speed and strength along with his Reiatsu tenfold.
Huh.
Without his Bankai, he'd still cut Mustache Man to shreds.
And then he lived happily ever after.
Sure.
Until his kid became a Soul Reaper.
Because, you know.
What'd he name him? Ichigo?
What? No, it's Kazui.
I might have got him mixed up with the other Enchilada Kid or whatever.
God dang it.
Close enough.
Now I'm Ichigo Kurosaki, substitute Soul Reaper.
Name him Kiwi.
Combining my powerful spirit energy with this blade in order to protect my friends.
I will say, you know, personal standpoint, I like the English voice actor for Ichigo more than I like the English voice actor for Naruto. There we go. Yeah. Strawberry. Oh, not sponsored, so. Alright, it's time. This is gonna be something. I don't know how epic this is gonna be. Cause again, I'm with Naruto on this. I'm standing by that. But this has not stopped me from believing before.
I sense a presence.
Nice Kurama. God dang it. Right. That was fast.
Whoa, he's invisible.
Okay, so there's some voice acting in this. Okay, so it's not until he turns into his form, because I was afraid they're gonna do something like that.
Quit running, coward!
You're the one thinking that he's just in hollow for some reason.
Naruto, keep moving. I'll direct you.
Okay. Oh god.
Hell the heck?
There we go. Well, at least sense you good enough. Good enough. Oh, Naruto has a numbers game, man. Oh, this is awesome. Animation's on par. On point. Why did I say par? Okay. Really? Alright. Really?
Yo, not bad, but I'm still gonna beat your ass.
Wow. Ichigo is alright. Come on. There you go, Kurama. Oh. There's no way you lost like that.
Is that the best you can do?
Okay. Whoa. Really? Okay. We're just gonna do this now. What? Okay. Oh, he wasn't even going all out. Oh god. Oh god. Are you serious? Yes, stick. Nope. Dude.
Bastard!
Okay, that's a little bit of overkill.
Who was that guy?
Wow. Okay.
Even without his powers, Ichigo
There's
gave up.
That's hilarious.
Badass.
Sorry, Bleach fans. I know you all really wanted to win, but unfortunately, this wasn't it.
Naruto had better training, a broader arsenal, and a better healing factor. And Ichigo's invisible ghost body didn't really matter.
Shinigami may be invisible, but they're still present in the physical realm and can be
That's-
touched by normal people.
that's true.
Shinigami can locate individuals by simply sensing their emotions, and Naruto's even seen his own soul before.
And with Six Paths power, he could see and fight Madara's limbo clones, even though they were on a totally
Technically, yeah.
plane of existence.
There you go.
Also,
See, at least they put in like a little side comment.
Reishi have fairly different uses. They both contain spiritual energy.
That's Duck Speed. Naruto can dodge light speed
Dot
attacks
light!
and can move faster than lightning. The lightning bolt's return stroke is 220 million miles per hour, about 1/3 the speed of light. Ichigo has also displayed lightning-fast speeds, and even greater.
Near the end of this series, Ichigo took a trip that should have taken 7 days, but instead took 9 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay.
Likely Kirigi here was referencing his accomplice's speed. Like Ichigo, who can knock his foes 2,440 miles away and appear next to him in a second.
Dang.
Ichigo beat him by going twice as fast, so we'll use that as Ichigo's limit.
With
Ichigo's
that trip's total distance and conclude Ichigo's top speed
Alright.
is 319 million miles per hour. That's massively hypersonic, but not quite
Not light speed.
Still, there's a difference between travel speed and reaction speed.
Reaction speed is like, yeah.
Comparing them directly, Ichigo's best reaction should clock in at around 970 million miles per hour, 40% faster than light speed and Naruto's reaction time. Alright, point for Ichigo.
Okay.
Speed alone wasn't enough, though, especially since Naruto's Sage powers gave him superb field awareness, making it difficult for Ichigo to land a fatal blow.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like if you can see.
Ichigo has always had a tough time damaging foes who have stronger spiritual energy.
Hey,
With
that's
that said, let's compare
that's a
Ichigo's
badass. You can't really. All right.
chakra.
Bad news is, across both of them, the only
Kibachi's is uncomparable. He's too much of a god.
The times 10 is difficult to achieve, but for Ichigo's sake, let's assume he gets the maximum possible boost from every transformation.
Their version of a highball, I
Likely
guess.
Don't boost his stats this much. For example, when he used his Hollow Mass to barely overpower an Arankar, the
Arankar.
results were similar to his then comparable Shinigami friends releasing their limiters, which gave each of them a boost of ×5. However, let's give the benefit of the doubt and apply the maximum ×10 increase to all of Ichigo's forms that clearly increased his fighting.
Even though some forms
As well
aren't
as
technically
stacked them, even though many
there.
forms were in separate, unconnected power sets.
Yeah.
For the sake of argument, we're deliberately overestimating Ichigo's power. You'll see why.
So here's our formula. But where do we start? Okay, Bankai
That's
Ichigo with his
interesting.
Hollow Mask was on par with Ukiyora's first transformation, correct?
Well, nearly.
Yeah.
Ukiora states his new form can destroy the city of Las Noches in the hollow world of Huecomundo.
What's that, like Mexican hell?
There is a wall.
Haha!
Las Noches is square in shape and takes
All
3
right.
days to walk from one corner to a gate in the center of the wall. So it has a total area of 200,000 square miles.
Time for math.
Bigger than California, and destroying it in one go needs over 400,000 megatons of TNT.
So, plug that into the formula, and there you have it. Each
Okay.
is equal to over 440 billion megatons of TNT.
Thankfully, Naruto's chakra level is much easier to figure out.
His chakra was once extracted and burst a hole through the hollow moon. He survived the explosion, and it was explicitly said that this was nearly all of his chakra.
Most of his chakra has been siphoned off.
By measuring the aftermath from both sides, we found the blast to equal at least 480 billion megatons of TNT.
All right.
40 billion more than Ichigo.
Okay.
Don't forget, we were deliberately overestimating him.
Also,
Deliberately
this was
over-
base
alright.
form Naruto, not including any increases from additional modes.
That's still true. When I watched that part, I'm like, is that real?
A force that had to be over 27 trillion megatons.
Again, are you taking into account that it's hollow?
Both output and survival
I'm not entirely sure.
blast stronger than Ichigo is capable of.
If you're thinking, wait, Boomstick, Ichigo survived a black hole in a box.
Black hole in the box.
Doesn't really work like a black hole.
Plus, the 814 kiloton Frager blast did hurt him immediately after, so it must have been weaker than that.
Hmm.
But whiz, weren't Kaguya and Waka Waka planet busters? Don't they scale to them?
Nope. Kaguya's planet-busting attack required chakra from nearly the entire Earth's population, not just her own. And while Yuok's power was pretty OP, he couldn't destroy the world through his own destructive capability. He only planned to manipulate the delicate balance between life and death by stopping the flow of souls. Like a plate spinning on a stick, if one side gets too heavy, the whole thing comes crashing down.
Sum it up,
Yeah.
Ichigo had the speed, they both had the guts, and Naruto had the strength, durability, training, and abilities for days. Naruto sure
Jesus.
got the shonen jump on Ichigo.
Wow, really?
Naruto
Gonna go.
Uzumaki.
Now you can't use that again if you're having to do other Shonen Jump heroes. Alright, I'll make it specific.
And if you want to watch exclusive commentary
But
on
alright.
this episode, click that little box over there and start
Cool.
the membership trial.
I'll talk about this for a little bit. But who's next? Batman versus. Okay, okay. Batman Beyond versus Spider-Man. Alright. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, this is gonna be a interesting thing to talk about. Now, I'm going to admit up front, when it comes to both Naruto and Bleach, Bleach is the one anime that is below Naruto for me when it comes to like the knowledge scale. because I think I took a long break from Bleach once the anime ended, and I didn't like go off with the manga at all until like a few maybe a year and a half ago maybe. So it's very complicated for me to really state like Ichigo's biggest feats comparable to Naruto's. But frankly, I think when it comes to like Naruto's borderline power scaling toward Ichigo's, it's hard for me to say that Ichigo had like this huge shot of him winning. But it's very probable. Like, obviously, Ichigo slash, Bleach fans in general can probably come up with, like, good arguments saying, well, in Bleach, Ichigo did this, and Naruto did that, proving that this is a better feat than what Naruto did, blah, blah, blah. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not the type of person who debates this sort of stuff heavily unless I am 100% certain that I know everything I need to know on the matter. So since I don't, I'm going to be respectful for those who do, and just say, when it comes to Naruto winning, I'm happy about that. I mean, I'm a bigger Naruto fan than a Bleach fan. I'm willing to admit that, and also I'm willing to say that Naruto's power output is a lot, like, it's very downplayed by certain people that I talk to when it comes to talking about Naruto. Like, I still know some people, when I talk to them, they thought, like, Naruto's feats were still comparable to One Piece's feats, where that's not true. One Piece feats are pretty freaking cool, but Naruto blew up mountains and stuff by the time he, got near to the end of his series in the War Arc. So it's like, right now, the biggest thing that I remember Luffy doing is versus Doflamingo, and, punching him so hard he went, like, all over the place, and, his Gear 4 is awesome. But Naruto is, like, that's one of the main things. As soon as I heard it was Naruto versus Ichigo, I was happy it wasn't Naruto versus Luffy, because Naruto would beat Luffy easy. Even though I like the Pirates versus Ninja dynamic as much as, like, the internet / world used to when that was a thing. But yeah, I will say that I think Ichigo was a better match to fight Naruto than Luffy would be. However, it's just like right now, Naruto amongst the big three is the more powerful one, if you don't count, Dragon Ball Super at this point, being this new slot to the big three. Because now, I think right now, the big three is still One Piece holding strong with Dragon Ball Super. I don't know who the third one is. I don't remember. It's surely not one of, like, it's surely not Boruto. At least I don't believe it is. Like, Oh, wait, no, it's My Hero Academia, right? I think it's My Hero Academia. That's, like, the new, the part of the big three at this point. So, there's that. But, yeah, the main things I truly remember about Ichigo is that some of his forms were either inaccessible due to him either learning to fully control something, doesn't exist anymore because he lost the actual ability to use it, or is just, like, reset, like, on some Ash Ketchum level stuff, like when he goes to a new region, he just resets himself. So it's like, it's complicated for me to actually go off on Ichigo and saying that he had a lot more of a chance to beat Naruto. It's just, I've seen many debates when it comes to, like, Bleach characters versus Naruto characters, and when it comes to the Jinchuriki versus, like, let's say Arrancar or other assortments of like Shinigamis, it's very hard to say they can beat a tailed beast. Like, these things level mountains, as can't even the one tails, Shikaku, can level mountains just by pounding on his stomach and breathing hard enough. Like, that sort of thing is very hard to scale when you don't have, like, giant form to you, and your Shimpo can only get you so far without actually having to spam it to get out of a mountain range level attack. So it's hard. I don't know what people are going to say when it comes to him going into becoming, the final against Gatencho and using Mugetsu against Naruto. The one thing about Mugetsu is that it was used on the wrong opponent, you could say. It was used against the wrong opponent. Like, if you use that against Aizen, who already has this hack's-ass ability of using, like, the spiritual energy and stuff like that, just constantly be immortal, technically, he's gonna come back from it, and then it took, like, basic little Kido to seal him, basically, and take him down. But, like, for Naruto, the Mugetsu, if it hit Naruto, like, actually hit Naruto, I wouldn't actually think it would kill him. I don't know how Mugetsu actually works. I don't know if it attacked, because when we saw Aizen again, he seemed pretty okay, but again, he was kind of immoral at that point, so it was kind of hard to gauge whether or not that actually did much. But since Naruto could, you know, just take the moon splitting thing, and Mugetsu is basically just a one-line directional thing. It's not like, oh, he uses Mugetsu and then boom, giant land masses are gone. No, it was a straight line. It was a straight line, cut down the middle type of straight line. So I'm not saying that Naruto's durability can probably tank that, but I'm also saying that it's not hard to dodge. So again, this is hard to really like debate with myself, this is pretty much all I'm gonna really say on the matter. For my Naruto slash Bleach fans, if you have like sort of like, you know, your own sort of take on this, feel free to say it. Just, you know, as usual, make it civil. This is just remember, you can think to yourself, this is two fictional characters who mean nothing in life besides entertainment value. So if one of them dies, it doesn't mean that the person that person in that anime, that was their fate. They, as soon as they finish their series, they were gonna fight another character from another series in a fan-made content video, and then they're dead. Boom. Ichigo's gone forever. No, Ichigo still exists. He has his own stories going on off screen, whatever, and that sort of stuff. So again, don't take the outcome too seriously. Just look at it as a, okay, this is a scenario. If you have a better argument, do it yourself, and then people will flock to that. That's just it. That was my take on it. For like a full 100%. Happened in Naruto 1, kind of more of an Naruto fan than a Bleach fan. I do understand that Ichigo is like way strong, but there's also things to say that Ichigo is not as strong as people claim him to be. So, like, his forms are not like Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. It's more of like, you gotta have to gauge from something, because, like, if I remember correctly, hollow moves, you could say, using hollow related abilities, do more damage to Quincy's. However, it does like base, neutral, or slightly above damage to other opponents. So it's very hard to like say, okay, Ichigo gains this huge power increase because it did this one attack and it really damaged this person. However, that person is like the Pokemon rule. If you got a weakness, it's going to be exploited, sort of thing. And Ichigo's arsenal isn't really much of an arsenal. In fact, I'm actually pretty surprised here, because Naruto has way more jutsus than what they showcase with his you know, sage mode, not sage mode, like Sage 6 Pass mode, allowing him to use all different types of chakra natures and sealing jutsus such as with the Shikaku. It's very hard for me to dictate that Ichigo could win solely on the power that I remember him having. So anyway, this outcome was the outcome. Talk about it amongst yourselves, and if you enjoyed this reaction, also enjoyed this video, just do that. I'm not that person. I make this outro pretty awkward, so I'm just gonna end it now. And I hope you guys keep things civil in the comments. If you have grievances or gripes about this and you want to tell me something specifically, try to say it in a way that makes it like as a matter of fact kind of deal, instead of that sort of, oh, you didn't know, sort, because I've watched both animes. I think I know a thing or two about it, you know, but, you know, since it's like a blind reaction, I can't immediately come up with every single thing that I learned from both series. So, yeah, this is Duo Universe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.